We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
So we are on our trip to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, waiting for our friends Alan and Charlotte, who you may remember from our Louisiana episode when we went out to their campsite. They drove from Louisiana to Birmingham last night and are meeting us here just outside of Chattanooga. We're actually parked in the parking lot of a movie theater. Thanks to coronavirus, there is nobody in this parking lot. And we are right next door to a Pilot truck stop. So as soon as they arrive, we're going to figure out some food and we'll get on the road. I think we got about 2.5 hours to get to Pigeon Forge.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh. So day one, we're in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We've already made our Walmart run this morning. Got to make a Walmart run first day. On our way to Goats on a Roof, and it is just that, Goats on a Roof. And as you notice, they keep showing up. You know, we've said in previous videos that we liked, we always took the kids camping, and they love camping. Just beware, if you do that with your kids as they're growing up, they're going to keep coming back every time you go camping. You won't be able to get rid of them. And we're off.
It's time.
Oh yes, that is the destination. And look, goats on the roof. Well, unfortunately, we were not able to carry the camera on the coaster.
It was so good.
That was so good.
2 thumbs up. Goats on a Roof
Goats on a Roof, Pigeon Forge.
coaster.
Loving it. It's good.
Hi everybody, Lisa here. After our time at Goats on a Roof, we headed back to our campsite, which was at Up the Creek Campground in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's a little off the beaten path, but as you can see, it was well worth it. This footage was taken at the end of our campsite, literally the back patio of our toy hauler. This is what we were overlooking. It was wonderful. We were so impressed by this campground. We had full hookups. They did not have any bathhouses, so despite the fact that we were there during a global pandemic, There were no options for bathhouses whatsoever. They don't have any on the property. So if you go to this campground, you'll need to make sure that you are a fully contained rig. After playing in the creek and having a wonderful dinner with our friends, Emily, Justin, and I went to a place called the Island in Pigeon Forge. It's where the big Ferris wheel is. Really cool place. They have lots of shopping and dining. There's a Paula Deen restaurant there. Really wonderful atmosphere. There are dancing fountains there. The kids asked me if I would go with them. Jay decided to stay behind. And I was in for an adventure I will never forget as long as I live.
You guys get scared, you're just gonna press that red button on top, okay?
Okay.
We get scared.
I'm scared.
What are they gonna do? Like sing to us?
Great Smoky Mountain Wheel at the island in Pigeon Forge.
What are you doing?
So we just got off of the wheel, that thing, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Emily,
I had a great time.
how'd you feel? She doesn't like heights, but she did it. She was a trooper. Yeah.
Hi everybody.
So it's been a little while, and
We're a little embarrassed.
yeah,
Tell them why we're embarrassed.
well, just like the rest of y'all, COVID has kept us at home.
We've been doing the same thing you've been doing.
There's been no travel for us, but we did finally get out. We were able to make a quick run to Charlotte, North Carolina, to go visit some really good friends of ours, Reed and Sandy. I may have mentioned it in a previous video, but Reed is who designed our logo. I think I did mention it because I remember pointing going, it'll be right there. But our Adventure Starts Now logo, he created that for us.
Thanks, Reed. Great job.
One of the reasons we went to Charlotte, one, to get out of the house. We were tired of being cooped up.
We were losing our minds.
Yes. But we went up there and camped at the KOA in Fort Mill, just outside of Charlotte, not far from where Reed and Sandy lived.
Nothing fancy, but it got us close to them, and we got to be in the camper for a minute.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we got to help them move their daughter out of the house into her first apartment, which was an adventure because her apartment was on the third floor.
People, third floor.
We did not learn this until we got there. We survived. We got her moved in.
Yeah, we did. We got some extra steps in. It was great.
And then got to help Reed move from one work location to a new work location, which was a lot of fun. Utilized my truck. It was nice having the truck there. We were able to use it to move stuff over. And the rest of the time, we just enjoyed not being in our house and getting to hang out with our friends, doing what we normally do when we're together.
Yeah.
Eating, cooking out,
Laughing.
music.
Till you puke sometimes.
Yes. Lots of
Not
music,
really.
lots of singing. That always seems to happen when we get together. The other cool thing that happened as we were packing up to come home, and again, this goes back to what I've said about the RV community when you camp. It's a great community of people. Everybody's willing to help everybody else. As I was packing up, a lady was walking by the camper and stopped and asked me a question, realized she was having trouble with her camper. So I walked down and met Teresa and her daughter Caitlin. And hey guys.
I didn't get to meet you. Hi.
And Teresa and Caitlin, Mason is sitting on the floor right here below the camera. Mason says hello. But here's a quick little clip of Teresa and Caitlin, us kind of recapping what we did for their camper. You can stay over here.
I think people are
You're part of this.
I saw a squirrel.
Everybody read.
Running around here earlier with human food in its mouth.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. So was out getting the camper packed up and getting ready to pull out of. We're actually in Fort Mill, just outside of Charlotte. And Teresa here came walking by, and this is a great thing about campgrounds, the camping community. Everybody helps everybody if you have any trouble. But she came walking by, and they're on their Shakedown trip for the year for their camper here. They've had some trouble, and saw me standing outside and said, hey, can you help me? My lights are dimming in my camper, and I don't think they should be doing that. And yeah, we looked at it, figured out there's nothing we can do about it, but there is an electrical issue that there's a guy here in the campground.
Robert Trigg.
Robert Trigg, okay.
Yeah.
And she's going to get him to come look at that issue, but was asking me about the water heater because they were winterized, and we're trying to get the camper unwinterized, something that we talked about in the tech tip that I did a couple videos ago, and was able to help her find the bypass valves. I showed in that video the bypass valve behind the water heater. Theirs actually has two. So the input and the output line of the water heater has bypasses on it. So we were able to get that bypass, get the water heater filled up, so she doesn't do what I did and burn out the electrical element. So yeah, how long have y'all had this camper now?
We've had it a little bit more than a year.
Okay.
But we haven't been in it for a little bit more than a year because the first time I used it, I also had an electrical problem that got fixed.
Okay. So still working out.
Yeah, still working out
bugs.
the kinks. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the joys of, well, it doesn't even have to be a used camper. Yeah, any camper, you're going to have constant little things you're always having to work on. So
there's always something, right?
Yeah, always something. Always something. And y'all are heading to
Kings Mountain.
Kings Mountain
in a
next
couple
week.
weeks. So this is our shakedown before that.
Okay, what's going on at Kings Mountain? Just
My birthday.
birthday. Nice.
Yeah. So,
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
There's the squirrel.
Squirrel.
He's got some squirrel. What is that? A potato chip?
Well, cool.
Oh, cheese it. He's
Well,
got cheese it.
Well, I think we're going to head back and finish our packing up.
Well,
And
thank you so much for your help. And it's good to know that there's other campers out there that
Sure.
can help. So.
All right, thanks.
Thank
So
you.
that was the end of our Charlotte trip. And we just had a very quick turnaround before we went on our next trip. We actually were able to get 2 trips in. Charlotte was a little bit of an unplanned last-minute idea. But the next trip that we did literally the following weekend was one we've had planned for quite a while, where we went to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area with some good friends from Louisiana. And
Hey, Big Al. Hey, Lottie.
And also, as you saw in the video, Justin and Emily joined us there. We're really hoping that in one of our videos coming up, you'll finally get to meet our son, Andy. He's up in Minot, North Dakota, there's travel restrictions. He can't make it down here just yet. We're trying to work on a trip and get him down. So hopefully coming up in maybe the next couple of trips that we do, we'll have Andy with us, and you'll get to meet him.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time. In fact, we still have a Christmas tree up because
Yeah, we do.
Mama refuses to take it down until our boy comes home to celebrate Christmas from last year with us. So, I mean, you got to do what you got to
Yep.
do.
Yeah. But hey, we hope you enjoyed this video. We're having to relearn to get back into the swing of videoing. Going back and looking at the footage we shot, we realized we kind of got out of the habit of shooting a lot of video. There's a lot of things that happened on this trip to Pigeon Forge that we just were having so much fun, we forgot to video. Just about the time we were getting in the swing of how to make these videos, COVID hit. We lost a couple of months, got out of practice, so we're kind of having to relearn here. But
we're kind of a mess.
yeah. But we do have more trips coming up that we are looking forward to bringing you guys along with and sharing those. And on this trip, you'll see in the next couple of videos that come out from this trip, we finally get into some motorcycle riding. Yeah, I think we said a while back, one of the big reasons we got the toy hauler was so we could take our motorcycles with us. Well, on this trip, being up in the mountains in Tennessee, we got to do some riding.
Oh, it was so much fun. We can't wait to show you guys.
So a lot more on that and in future trips. We got a couple other trips where the bikes will play a big role. Thanks for joining us in the video. If you liked the video, click the like button. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. And when we put out new videos, provided we're able to get back out and travel,
We want to be safe. We want you to be safe.
but if you click subscribe, whenever those videos do come out, you'll be notified when they come out, and then ring the bell after you click subscribe and you'll get notified of the new videos. So I think that's it for us.
Yep. We've missed you guys.
Yep. And looking forward to taking y'all on looking forward to sharing the rest of Pigeon Forge and to bring you on new trips with us.
Yeah.